How's it going, everybody? Right now I'm going to show you guys how to buy the old Bnbtiger. I'm not going to show you how to buy the new one, okay? Because I don't trust in the new one at the moment, or probably at all, but I'm going to show you how to get the old one with Uniswap and Pancakeswap. So I'm going to show you the difference between both, because I had this commenter saying that she wanted to buy some Bnbtiger on Uniswap, but it had too many fees. Okay, so I'm going to save you all that headache just by this video, and we're gonna see if this is true. Okay, first and foremost, we need to know the difference between the new one and the old one. Okay, guys. All right, because first off, we're gonna go to the contract address. So I'm in the desktop version, as you can see, and let's go to the contract address, and it ends with 4CB5. This is the new one, okay? The new Bnbtiger. It ends, the contract address ends with 4CB5. 4CB5, okay? Engrave that, memorize that. Now the old one, when you go to CoinGecko, they removed it. It looks like they're doing their best to remove the old Bnbtiger from the face of the internet. So as for the old Bnbtiger, they don't have it available in CoinGecko. I'm talking about the contract address. So you won't see it available here because it looks like they're doing all their best to remove the existence of the old Bnbtiger. They don't want anybody to buy the old token. So you won't see it here in CoinGecko. So we're gonna scratch that out. You will see the new contract address for Bnbtiger, for the new Bnbtiger, but don't get this, guys. If you don't want to get the new token, disregard this 4CB5, okay? Now for the old one, like I said, it's unavailable here. What you want to do, you want to go to coinmarketcap.com. This is where I'm at the moment, and you want to scroll down here by the contracts, and the old one ends with DC2D. DC2D. This is an easy way to memorize it. DC as in Washington, DC. 2D as a 2D video game. You know what I mean? So DC2D. That's the OG. That's the old one. That's where everybody's at. That's the one you want to get if you want. This is not financial advice, but a lot of people have faith in this one. DC2D. This is the contract address for the old Bnbtiger, and I'm going to have this contract address in the description below in this video as well for record purposes. So other than that, well, you can also go to this website, bscscan.com. Again, bscscan.com, and just type it in here. And I'm in the desktop version, obviously, and just put Bnbtiger right here, and then it'll pull up different Bnbtigers contract addresses, and it'll tell you this is the new one, by the way. The one with the little picture right here, this is the new one. How do I know? Because once again, 4CB5, these are the ending characters for the new one, okay? And it tells you how many holders or an estimate holders. It has about 20K holders with about 250,000 transfers. Same thing, we're gonna type in Bnbtiger up here, and then we're going to search for that DC2D characters on the end of the contract address. And this is how you know this is the OG. So right here, what it tells us, it says 57, almost 60K. This is like about almost 3 times more than what the new one is telling us. Okay, and then also you have more than about 2 million transfers in total. So this is how you know this is the OG, the original one. And for confirmation, this is the contract address. You copy it, and then we're gonna see which one is worth your time. Okay, by the way, I already have my MetaMask fired up here. I made a separate account. This is the same account I used before on a prior video, and I got $98 worth of BNB in here just for exemplar purposes. And here we go. So we're gonna switch this to BNB coin. So the thing is that in Uniswap, it should tell you how much BNB you have, because you connect to it, of course. Unless you have different accounts on your wallet, that's the only reason you will not be able to connect or see your balance in there. So be careful with that. Make sure you're connected to the correct wallet or to the correct account, because I know some of you guys have one wallet, but you have like 7 different accounts in there. So make sure it shows the balance here. So I'm going to connect. The beauty about Uniswap is that it's already swapping the chain for me automatically to BNB chain. So from here, we're going to look for Bnbtiger. As you can see, I already made some searches. So Bnbtiger. And there you go. DC2D, that's the OG. And then the 4CB5, that's the new one. This is the one we want to avoid unless you want to spread some money there. So we're going to do the OG, and then we're going to max it out for exemplar purposes. And then from here, we're going to hit review, continue. All right. And as you can see, well, the dumb thing about Uniswap is that it doesn't even show you the whole balance. So what you want to do here, guys, is that you want to copy it and then paste it on a notepad. We're going to delete all this. We don't need all this info. We just want the money or the tokens, okay? We just want the tokens. How much tokens are we going to get from this transaction? So we're going to come back to this, all right? And this is the exchange, all right? So how much we're gonna get. And I could hit swap anyways, but I'm gonna pause here, okay? Because we're still gonna go to Pancakeswap. So we're gonna see what's the difference, if there's a lot more fees in Uniswap or not. Okay, so here we are. Make sure you're on the right chain. Make sure you're not on Ethereum, Solana, or any other network. Make sure you're on the BNB chain. Make sure you got the money there. So this is the estimate amount of money I have, like about $98. And then let's start from scratch. So put Bnbtiger. I'm in Pancakeswap, by the way. And this right here, this is the original Bnbtiger, okay? Just remember, when you're under the new Bnbtiger, you'll get a lot less tokens. Okay, that's another thing. That's one thing you should know. So let's put Bnbtiger once again. I already have it added here, but let's go back. Let's copy. I think we already copied our old OG Bnbtiger. Make sure you copy it. And you can also do this. You paste the address and make sure it's showing. It's the picture with the white tiger, okay, guys? And that's the real one. So same thing. Okay, so yeah, same thing. We're gonna swap. Okay, confirm swap. Insufficient input, balance token, your transaction may fail. All right, so let's just put, let me move this. All right, so what we want to do, minimum receive, we want to copy this. We want to see how much we get. Copy. And then we're going to post it here. And then, yeah, I mean, we can add the decimals and then the commas as well. And all right, let's just do a little bit of math. Okay, for Uniswap, let's see how much are we gonna get for like practically $98. So let's start counting. 1,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. So you'll get 25 quintillion Bnbtiger tokens. So for Pancakeswap, let's make sure it's the same amount or about the same amount, all right? So it's 1,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. So you'll get 48 quintillion Bnbtiger tokens. So tell me, what looks better here? The 25 quintil or the 48 quintillion? The 48 quintillion from Pancakeswap, right? So just to verify what my other commenter said, she was right. They are charging massive fees. So in Pancakeswap, you get double, you know, versus Uniswap. So we want to do Pancakeswap just to let you guys know the exchange rate. You really want to do this one right here. And Bnbtiger was also available in Bitmart, but they removed the old Bnbtiger and they replaced it with the new one, you know, the new contract address. Well, they don't use contract addresses, but they replaced it with the new one, because when you exchange your US dollars or your Tether into Bnbtiger, well, you get a lot less. Remember, you get quintillions here with the old, or quadrillions with the old BNB Tiger, versus the new one you get a lot less. I think you get billions or something like that, or millions, somewhere, depending on how much you invest in there. So there's a huge difference. So we're gonna go with Pancakeswap, okay guys, on how to buy it. As you can see here in CoinGecko, this is the new contract address, the new BNB Tiger. We're gonna close this, but this is the old one, and you cannot see the contract address, and they're doing their best for you to not buy the old one. They want you to focus on the new one. They're polishing it up so the people holding the old BNB Tiger can be enticed to go to the new one. Now, in my speculation, I think both coins will rise. This is what really happens in alt season, when all the alts start going up. And I think they're both gonna go up, but they're all gonna go at a different pace. One may go 1000x, and then the other one is just gonna 5x. That's what I'm imagining. Both are gonna go up, but they're both gonna have different potential. That's my opinion once these both tokens go up at the same time. So let's close this. Just remember, I don't know why they switched the tiger with the white tiger, but this is the original one, all right, guys? The one with the, I don't know if you can see my mouse here, and this is the picture that you'll see in the, what is this, Pancakeswap. That's the same picture you'll see in Pancakeswap. And right here, we're gonna confirm swap. Just remember, I jot down the number here on my BNB because they want me to have enough for, I guess, for fees. And just take note that on this BNB amount, I did lowered it a little bit for the fees. So I'm gonna swap it right now. 9%, always at 9% slippage. And I should be getting at least 48.5 quintillion coins. Execution reverted, tried increasing the slippage. Let's try to do this again, guys. Let me refresh it. Okay, so let's go to max. Just a safe case scenario, I put it down to 0.09. So I'm gonna get 43 quintillion, which is still good. Swap. I'm just trying to have enough for fees. So it's not going with 9% slippage. So I'm gonna put this up. And let's put 10%. I think 9% was WikiCat. All right, here we go. It popped up. So I'm gonna get 48 quintillion. Confirm. Transaction submitted. Transaction complete. Close extension. All right, so let's go here. I'm not sure if it's gonna show me here. Probably not. So I'm going to pop up my MetaMask. And let's see, where is it? Let's go to tokens. So here we go, BNB Tiger. I have it right here. Boom. So it's 1,000, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, 48 quintillion. So that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. And by the way, I have provided another link on the description below so you can download my old intros, and I've been working on them and polishing it up so you guys can listen at it at a better quality. Just keep in mind that you want to store this music in your cloud or in your drive or in a SSD or in a external storage. The reason why is because if you leave it on your phone, it'll eat up your storage. So in order to prevent that, because a lot of these files are like 30 megabytes, sometimes maybe even 40 megabytes or 50 megabytes, and that can accumulate, guys. So if you want to prevent that, try to get a free cloud storage with Google Drive or an iCloud or whatever, you know, store them there because although they sound better with better quality, those intros, and I'm giving you a fuller version, the thing is that you guys want to take care of your phone storage. So you might want to transfer them over there. You can, I'm not telling you to not have them in your phone, right? But they do eat up your storage big time. So just be aware of that, okay? So, all right, guys, that's it. All right, right before we open the charts, we're going to look at the Bitcoin monthly returns. I'm going to refresh this. And at the moment, we're at 5.61%. So I'm going to give y'all a screenshot of what I said about 3 weeks ago, that my conservative approach was plus 14%. Balanced approach was 20%, and optimistic approach is 22%. So we're kind of close to that, guys. That was my prediction earlier this month. So we're like about 8 or 9% from my prediction. So hopefully it goes through. We're so close. We're so close. 8 to 9% away. Okay. So other than that, let's fire up the Bitcoin chart. And well, let's go back and see what happened after the rate cuts. So it happened on the 17th. Follow my dotted cross, and this is September 17th. And as you can see, it just began to sell. It's like a hemorrhage. It just continued to spill down. So other than that, it's going back up because it hit this demand zone. Okay, so on the last video, I didn't know what to call this thing right here. So this is what you call a demand zone or a cash grab. So if you go back in time, like somewhere around, let's say the 1st of September, around the 1st of September, this is the last time Bitcoin saw this price until recently, until the 25th of September. You see what I mean? So this is the last time Bitcoin saw this price before the buyers came in and just start buying the whole thing all the way up here. And the red rectangle that you see right here on top, that's the supply zone. The blue one is the demand zone. So it's on its way up, okay, guys? So like I said, it's repeating its cycle. This was a cash grab right here. It came back down to this zone, and it's shooting back up. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to hit this diagonal green line, at least to rim it, and then just come back down just a little, and then just continue to go up. It looks like, as you can see, this blue line that penetrates through this, that snakes around, this blue line that you see right here, that's the moving average, and it looks like it's trying to go up. It looks like it's switching character, as you can see here. Okay, so if Bitcoin continues to just move up, more than likely this moving average will switch up, will bend up. Okay, guys, so that's it for that. And I am expecting this to hit at least 130,000 Bitcoins sometime soon. Hopefully October. If not October, then November. It's not going to the plan I wanted it to go. You know what I mean? The 18 to 17 months. So these guys, the people, the whales, they're doing their own script. That's all I can say. So have your feet on the door, have your hand on the doorknob, like get ready to go before this thing collapses. You know what I mean? So watch the market real closely, and don't be super confident that this market will just rally from here to December or January or February. Just be careful with that. All right, guys, just be aware. So let's go to oil. Okay, so right here that you see, all right, so this dark red line that you see, this diagonal red line, is the war line. And at the moment, let's zoom in. How is oil doing? Okay, so it just did like a dump recently, and I'm expecting this oil to shoot up a little bit. As you can see, this blue moving average, this blue line that you see snaking around through the chart, so it looks like it wants to move up. As you can see, it's not going down. Well, it's still going down, but it's trying to switch up. So I think this is going to play out as Bitcoin at the moment. So it might just bend up just a little bit. And just remember, guys, once oil crosses this red line, this war line right here that I have here, that's very bad news for gas prices all around the world, in my opinion. So once it crosses this confidently, like, I'm not talking about just slightly, just needling downwards, or, you know what I mean? No, I'm talking about confidently, like probably through this green line. As you can see, I'm going to zoom out so you can kind of see this is a 4-hour chart. And So you can draw this green line as well. So once this oil chart crosses through this red line, expect higher gas prices. So we have gold right here. It's rallying up at the moment, 3,833 since the last time the market was open. So once the market opens again, because at the moment it's 4:17 p.m. Central Time, US Central Time, it can just go down all the way to this green box. This green box is the fair value gap, and it's going to try to fill in this fair value gap. So if it penetrates through this green diagonal line, I am expecting it to spill over a little bit, but like I said, these are just predictions. Any trader that says that we don't predict the market, that's a lie. You need to predict something, at least at a short term, so you can actually place a trade. So I don't know, it doesn't matter what they say. Oh, I don't predict, I just trend with the trade. You still got to predict. You still got to predict where is it going. Same thing with option traders. You still got to predict where is it going. Is it going up or is it going down? So it's all about speculation in this field. But other than that, I think it might fill in this fair value gap very soon. And if it crosses through this green diagonal line, this upward trend line, then it might spill over. It might not spill over. It might just snake around like this, like a zigzag, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, that's how the market catches you, right? That's how they make their money, right? Fooling you around, bait and switching you. Let's go to silver. At the moment, we're at silver. And silver is mimicking the same thing as what gold is doing. And what surprises me about silver is that silver, months back, it was not doing that. Like if you go, like even 1 month before, like it was still going up, but it was still struggling. It wasn't until this month that you can clearly see that it's closely paralleling or harmonizing with gold. Seeing silver closely following gold, that's bad news for the dollar. That's bad news for everything, for anything attached to the dollar, because everything starts devaluing or everything starts getting more expensive. Groceries, goods, electronics, everything, even gas. So you see how oil, when we saw the other chart, it was fixing to go up. So when you see silver conjoining the price of gold, then that's something you really have to worry about, okay? Because that means gold is not only reacting, silver is reacting. So that brings me to my next point, copper. Let's see at copper at the moment. And copper, I'm telling you guys, if you're from the very bottom, like I am, if you're from the trailer parks, if you're from the hood, if you're from the farms or what, well, you know what? People that live in the farms doesn't really mean that you are poor. Actually, you're not. But I'm talking about my people from the bottom. I'm not even sure if there's people that are from the slums watching me from the slums, watching my videos on YouTube. But this one's for you. Copper, go get you some copper, because copper is so cheap. And as you can see, the all-time high wasn't not that long ago. It was what, July 24th, around 23rd, 24th, before it needled down. So it needled down all the way to August 1st, and it needled down to, what is this? $4.37 from its all-time high. This is clearly the all-time high of copper, which it was almost $6. It was like, what, $5? According to this chart right here, guys, $5.98, more or less, okay? $5.98, close to, other charts will tell you $5.90 something. It was up there. That's the whole point. So I drew a line right here, as you can see, a downtrend line, and once it penetrated this, so at the beginning, it was just playing around. It was just bait and switching, back and forth, you know, just teasing the line I drew until it just broke through confidently. That's what you want. Something you want the market to confidently broke up. And even if it penetrated through it, it was still going sideways. But you have to be patient, guys. You can't be scared of this. That's why you put some stop losses. Make enough room for your stop losses so it can breathe. And this thing just shot up, and it created several fair value gaps. So I am expecting it to go all the way down here. It could go up, it could very well go to the demand zone right here. There's many demand zones, but just remember the demand zones mean it was the last time copper saw this price before it shot up, before the buyers just end up coming in hordes and buying copper. And then after that, it might go all the way here. You can put a short position. It's a little dangerous because gold and silver is going up at the same time. Okay, so usually, like I said, months prior, I'm excluding September, but if you go to August, July, June, and any of those months backwards, they weren't even conjoining like that. So when they're both going up simultaneously at the same time, then just got to be careful because this thing is going to shoot up real soon. So if I were you, you could try to trade copper. You can short it, but I think it's a little risky, guys, because like I was saying, gold and silver both are going up, and this thing, they're going to drag it along with it. So for my people from the bottom, you know, from the hood, go get you some. All right, guys, so go get you some copper. This is very cheap. Look at it right now. It's at $4.92. It's gonna go soon to $6, so you're gonna definitely add $1 to your copper holdings. How many ounces you got, or pounds? I think they sell it by pounds. But yeah, if you're planning to buy some copper, go to sdbullion.com. That's where I buy my copper. sdbullion.com. It's pretty reliable. And yeah, happy shopping if you have the money. All right, guys, don't be using your rent money, your bill money, your electricity money. Leave your gas money, especially if you use it for work. You could probably sacrifice, you know, a coffee, a meal. You know, you can just go home and separate a little bit of money. Just sacrifice a little bit. Like if you eat out all the time, sacrifice a meal, then sacrifice 2 meals. Little by little, you'll be adding it up, okay? And just separate it until you have enough to buy some copper, at least a bar, a few pounds of it or so. But other than that, let's go next to the Nas100, the NASDAQ, or the top 100 tech stocks. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got a demand zone here in the blue box. And well, like I said, if it penetrates through this upward trend line, then it's gonna continue to go down until it hits this one, and it's gonna seek to go lay here once again. And more than likely, this thing is gonna shoot up. But Bitcoin at the moment is going up, okay, as you can remember. So and as a lot of people are saying that October is known to have large gains or many gains. Look at it right here, guys. Right here. 10%, 28%, 5%, 30, almost 40%, almost 30%, 10%, 40. Look at this, 50%. This is the year of the peak, because the halving was right here in 2020, and then the halving for this one was in 2016. So after the halving, remember, 1 year after the halving, you have the peak. So you have 47%, and then you have on 2021, a year after the halving, it's 39%, and so on. So I am expecting September to close at 14%. I'm sorry, we're backtracking. Hopefully, or close, maybe hopefully 10%, but we just got one more day, guys. Today's the 29th, so we got one more day. We got a little over 24 hours before this thing closes. I don't even know how many hours we have, like probably like a little over 30 hours more. But yeah, hopefully this thing pushes a little up so it can meet one of my expectations, which is 14%, but we'll see. So other than that, that's all I have now. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. God bless.